everybody, it's Zach, and I'm back again. And you probably have been wondering, where is Zach? Or probably not, because you probably don't watch my YouTube channel that frequently. But if you've been wondering, I'm here to tell you. I'm about to give you a little update and a little information on why I quit Amberlynn Reid, at least for the time being, or at least for a little bit of time. I'm really back into Amberlynn Reid already, but that's fast forwarding a little bit too quickly. So stay tuned to hear about why I, was over Amberlynn Reid for a little bit and or had to take a break. Honestly, it started a week or two ago, probably 2 weeks maybe at this point. Yeah, it had to have been at least that long. Her friend, now maybe ex-friend, Rafe, went on You Now. I tuned in. Rafe was spilling all this tea about Amberlynn Reid. I was in the You Now stream and chat and had said some things, adding my own commentary. That literally always happens in like every video and every time I start filming. But I added some commentary myself. I could name a number of things, well, I don't know. I had some commentary. Amberlynn Reid felt some type of way about my commentary because she saw the entire video that got posted up onto YouTube by somebody else. And so I had gotten home from dinner that night and I said, I gotta capitalize on this, I gotta make a YouTube video, let me make this YouTube video. I filmed it, I had it all ready to post, I had a thumbnail ready, but then my boyfriend came over and we had plans that evening to do something, watch something. I think we might have just watched Handmaid's Tale, something casual, and I got a Snapchat from Amberlynn that was like, Rafe greater than Amberlynn, really? And I was like, oh yeah, no, I mean, I did say that, but I also at that time was like, well, what's your side of the story? She never messaged me back, but she did get on You Now, and I was with my boyfriend, and then eventually, we had like a down moment or something, so I hopped on there to see what she was saying. And I used my free spin, and it gave her likes, and she didn't thank me, which is really odd. Not that I need thanked for imaginary likes that I didn't even pay for on the internet. But just because she normally does say thank you and like announces her excitement to see me. So she went on to essentially say that I like asked in the chat like, oh, like I don't get a thanks, that's weird. And she was like, were you not in Rafe's stream, like, hating on me? And I don't know, I think that that's probably an extreme way to look at the comments that I left. I'm like an adult enough to realize that like folks could probably take things negatively. There were a couple comments which I definitely, I was being critical of what was happening. And would still stand by some of them. I'd probably not say the Rafe greater than Amberlynn whatever thing. I honestly was being a troll in that comment, and was actually really probably being a troll with a lot of the comments, but to be honest, like, I'm kind of just a troll in general. But she, on the like You Know stream, took major offense to me like commenting on her wearing cardigans a lot, and I was like, I don't understand why you're so mad about this. Like, I don't care that you wear cardigans. The only thing I said was that like I couldn't understand how somebody could wear cardigans and like the summer weather of Kentucky. Like, I could barely wear a cardigan in the summer weather of Chicago, let alone Kentucky, where I'm sure it's at least 10 to 20 degrees hotter. So I just, I don't know, she took personal offense to that, but then she like messaged me with some other things. And we did end up talking outside of the You Know stream. And I don't know. That's not really what this video is about. I do think that that can be private and it doesn't really matter. More so, this video is just about, like, I kind of realized at that point that I'm, like, after this video, I probably won't make any more Amberlynn Reid videos. I got very sucked into the views I was getting from making those, the interactions I was having with people about it, like, people wanted my opinion, and I was like, those were my most successful videos on my channel. Like, you can go look, and I have more views on those than most of my other videos, and so I was, like, getting really into it, and unfortunately I realized, like, that's not, like, I really do enjoy making YouTube videos regardless of how many people view them or not, and I would like to be YouTube famous someday. That would be fun, but, like, I also realize, like, these days that's not as super realistic as it might have been, like, I don't know, even a couple years ago. So I don't, if I did get famous, I wouldn't want it to be famous because I'm, like, bringing other people down. That doesn't fit with my brand. That doesn't fit with, like, what I do in my real life. Like, that's just not me. And yeah, and then I also realized, like, folks were talking about me on Kiwi Farms. Like, I went there and looked at it, and, like, those folks are heinous. Like, they didn't actually say anything particularly bad about me, but it just kind of made me feel like I'm no better than these folks on this forum that are talking, like, negatively about all of these folks on the internet based on their looks and things like that. And I am not saying I ever commented on anybody's looks. I still don't even think that a lot of the stuff that I have had to say about Amberlynn Reid or Amy Sladen or other folks in the past has even been that bad, because that's just not me. But, you know, I'm not gonna come here and try to get these views on Amberlynn Reid just so that people watch me and I get like that gratification and satisfaction. I still think Amberlynn needs to be critical about some things. Like, you know, she's made some claims about Rafe only wanting, like, to use her and this, that, the other, but then doesn't want to acknowledge that potentially Eric is doing the exact same thing as Rafe. But at the same time, like, I think it's fair to be critical of Rafe, and, like, it sounds like she made some rude comments that she admitted herself about Amberlynn's weight, and I don't think that that's fair or polite of somebody who's supposed to be somebody's friend. So, you know, there's two sides to every story, and usually the actual story is somewhere in between. And I'm sure that's the case for these two folks that have a real life relationship outside of YouTube and the internet. So, you know, I will still watch Amberlynn's videos. I'll probably even watch some of her YouNows. But, you know, that's not really the YouTube channel I want. And that's all there is to it. So I apologize if that's what you watch me for. I hope you'll stick around for some other content. I think that I am funny and I have a good perspective on life and I have a lot to bring. And, you know, if you want to click unsubscribe, I guess do it, but that's not the legacy I want to leave on the internet, in my life, etc. So I hope you all do enjoy this video, or did enjoy this video. I hope you all will continue watching, and if you want to, leave me a comment below or hit the like button. But that's all I have for you today, so I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!